Loading snacks.
Yo, what's good, Loading Snacks Universe? The boy Jokes is here. I got all the usual suspects in the building. Got the homie Finn, got Marcus, got the homie Sin in the corner down over there. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Doing good. Ready to
I'm
talk
great.
wrestling.
Guys, if you guys aren't certain, we are here to talk about some wrestling. Specifically, we are here to make predictions on one of AEW's biggest shows of the year, All in London.
It's a busy month.
This is
because you got All In, and then the weekend after you got Bash in Berlin, and then the weekend after that you've got All Out.
Yep.
All in a row. Yep.
Listen, we talked about that because we already have other stuff lined.
There's no Mercy thrown in there as well somewhere. NXT.
Yeah, that's Bash in Berlin weekend.
Yeah. So yeah, busy couple wrestling weeks.
And there's going to be less shows on the two WWE pay-per-views put together than there are on All In.
There's balancing here. It's like there's a balance to it, but it is what it is. But we're gonna go through all of these matches currently right now. Now, before we jump into this, I'm gonna put this out there a little bit because most of it is not gonna matter. We just finished watching Dynamite, so we kind of know where majority of everything are. But we do know also there is a match on this card that has a missing team that's in there for it. We know said team, so I just want to let you guys know if you haven't watched Rampage by the time you've seen this, we are going to spoil who this fourth additional team is in there. So this is just a warning a little bit early on, and once we get to it, I'll throw one more warning out there. But we are going to talk about that additional team that's in the match because obviously currently all of the shows are happening overseas, so they're happening in the future per se. So we are already knowing what all the results and things are for it. But I just want to throw that warning out there before we get started. Everything else on the card for the most part has already been solidified at this point for mostly weeks now. So none of these other matches are going to really be any surprise out there. I'm sure by the time we hit Rampage, probably even Saturday when we hit Collision, there's going to be some additional match added on. I feel like 0 Hour is going to get overloaded. Probably.
As RJ City confirmed, 2 Hour.
2 Hour. Right now, I feel like there's only two. From what I've seen, there's only two matches that we have currently right now on 0 Hour. We'll start with those matches first, and then go on because honestly, I feel like we'll get those pretty quickly. Ready to go with this, gentlemen? Anything we want us to say before we jump into these predictions?
No.
Let's rock it.
Good luck to everybody's picks.
Yeah, we're keeping track. Hey, listen, we got to figure out a punishment for whoever doesn't win. Like these things, we got to figure out. I know we've been talking about that.
Sign up for this shit.
Hey, listen, Ben, that's fair. These two dudes get the punishment. That's fine. That's fair.
The way
on the record, Sid, you hear this, right? Sid, you hear this, right?
Oh, I hear this.
Sounds like he thinks he's gonna beat you two.
I always think that. And yeah, you did eat the chip. It was stale though, so that still doesn't count.
Hey,
I mean, post the video. I did it. Post the video.
He at least admitted it.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into 0 Hour. So definitely the one easy match that we know already because we know the people that are in the match. It's going to be a mixed tag match between Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii versus Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway.
Hey, Stoke, please don't die.
So listen. Now, normally with these type of matches, we know if the guy tags in, the other guy's got to come in. If the woman tags in, the other woman's got to come in.
Right.
I don't know how well that sits either way for Stokely. Like when he tags in.
Either way, it's bad for Stokely.
I feel like it's bad either way for him.
So this isn't an intergender match. This is a mixed tag.
Yes. So it's like Stokely. I don't know what you're thinking. This. I know you probably got some plan up your sleeve.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do. Because
Yeah, it's hide behind Chris Statlander. That's what it is.
And before we truly get into this, so Sam, I want to come to you first because
Of course.
you got a nice little piece of hardware right there.
Oh yeah, just
This past weekend we went to Fairfax Comic Con, and Sin had the fortunate to get a picture and autograph from Willow Nightingale. And we had to bring up the fact that Marcus is a huge Chris Statlander fan.
I did bring it up to her.
And, guys, let's just say that Marcus now has heat on him from Willow Nightingale herself.
He does. He does. Because she was coming around so I could get the selfie with her. And I mentioned so you got the match coming up. He's my guy Marcus. Like he's a big Chris Statlander fan. I'm Team Willow all day, right? And by the time I finished saying that, he said, "Oh, I hate him so much." He said, "And I don't even talk like that." She don't mess with you in your pick, bro. So I'm just letting you know, Willow's on you. I'm obviously I'm Team Willow, so it is what it is. So my pick is for that. But yeah, watch yourself.
Fair enough,
Marcus.
Ben, I'm gonna come to you next. I'm gonna come to you last, Marcus. I'm gonna come to you, Ben. Who do you have for this match?
I will be honest with you. I was unaware this was a mixed tag match.
Are you?
I genuinely thought this was Willow against Chris, and Tomohiro Ishii was just in their corner.
Yeah, Willow Chris is happening at All Out.
I may not have been paying the most attention to this team. Now that I know this, my only hope is that Stokely Hathaway makes it out of this alive. I'm genuinely honest with you. I would probably say that there's got to be a plan in place because Stokely Hathaway isn't going to think that he can beat up Tomohiro Ishii.
Murder Grandpa?
No. Tomohiro Ishii is not Murder Grandpa.
Murder Grandpa.
Oh, okay,
Stone Pitbull.
Thank you. Okay.
But for narrative sense, it makes sense for Chris to win, so that when Willow wins at All Out, then yeah, sure, why not?
I dig it.
Just please don't die, Stoke.
I don't know what you do, Stokely. You're gonna have to hide. I don't know. You're gonna have to have a weapon. I don't know. But Ben, I'm actually 100% in agreement with you. I do think Chris and Stokely are going to win this match.
Yeah. I ain't thinking it's going to be clean, but
not at all. Not by any means necessary. I don't know if Stokely is going to say that he has like a replacement for him in the match or something like that. But this is not going to be a clean victory. As much as I want to see Willow and Tomohiro take this win, it's just not going to happen. So I'm on Chris and Stokely's side. Marcus, I come to you now. I'm pretty sure I have an idea, but I just want to make sure it's solidify what your pick is.
All I'm gonna say is controversy creates cash. You can put all the heat on me all you want. You can set me up however you want. I'm still gonna do my pick, and it's still gonna be Chris Statlander, no matter what. And if and when should Willow ever see this, I have no problems with you. My pick is my pick, so there's no bad blood. But Chris Statlander's winning. I'm sorry.
Like they're clearly building to like a chain match between the two of them. Right?
Something between.
Like I usually say, like yes, I'm picking my girl Willow, but I'm with y'all. Like that's how the match is gonna go.
Nah, you can't be saying that and holding the autograph.
No. I can't.
Blasphemy.
I can't do that.
You can absolutely have his pick and still think that there's going to be shenanigans involved.
100%.
And that's exactly what I'm expecting, shenanigans. Because it's Stokely. So, yeah, it's going to happen, yes. And, when All Out happens and they have their one-on-one, that's what it is.
Stokely messes up and ends up getting into a one-on-one match with Tomohiro Ishii. Good.
Oh
God.
my gosh.
He's not making it out of that one. Cool.
No.
So we're good with that. 3-on-1. I thought that was going to be a pretty funny one to go to.
Yeah.
Now the other match, which I'm pretty much assuming is also going to be zero hour, which we don't know anyone that's in this match, so we could take any picks with a grain of salt with this one. But it is the Casino Gauntlet match.
We do know a few people in this.
A few people, just not the whole slew of everybody.
So the people we know so far: Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe,
Yep, that sounds
Kyle
right.
O'Reilly, Evil Uno, and Hangman.
Who just made his announcement into it. So solid 5. But with randoms that we could end up seeing, and if they pull other, like I expect maybe like a Leo Rush, a couple people along the lines of that probably will also be in this match as well too. I'm honestly perfectly fine with us not even picking someone right now. Hearing those 5 names, right now Hangman sounds like probably the one to me that's going to end up if he doesn't win, he's going to make it to like the final 2.
That Hangman is my pick as of right now, with just knowing who's in it. Is Hangman.
Orange would be kind of cool, but I feel like my man Orange still hasn't taken a break yet. He needs to take a break.
And they're back to pushing Hangman. That's why instead of going with Orange, I'm going with Hangman.
So I'm fine with that. We don't really need to pick anybody if you guys are good with that. Obviously, we'll get a couple of surprises probably by the time we get to Sunday.
I suspect we'll also see some people from like the English scene in that, especially with the way that like MJF has been. So MJF's been in England for like the last week or so, like going around all the various wrestling sites that are there. He's had matches at Rev Pro and a couple of other places. So I would at least expect to see Michael Oku in there, who was the guy that MJF wrestled at Rev Pro, which ended up with a big angle of like MJF gonna hit the Tiger Driver on Michael Oku's valet and Will Ospreay coming out to save her and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would expect to see some people from the English independent scene.
I think that would be cool.
I also think this will be where they get all the other Brits that are on the roster on the card. So you'll see like Kip Sabian, Anthony Ogogo, etc., etc.
I think that's fair. I feel like the Casino Gauntlet could definitely give us some interesting matchups. It's just a matter of time to just see who we get in that whole match. So
yeah,
cool on that side. If you guys are cool with that, we can just go ahead and shift gears, move on to the main card. No need to stay on that one for a good while. We got to figure out how the show is going to start. So I think we got to start out with a bang somehow. So Sin, this is back to your wheelhouse once again, good sir. But I think we kick the show off with something like this. For the AEW Women's World Championship between Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May. I'll be real with you. I know we've talked about this. I know me and you specifically, about who potentially would be the one to finally dethrone Toni Storm. And for a good while, I know we've thrown a couple of names. Obviously, with bringing the Mercedes Moné into the picture, we're like, Jesus, she's going to end up being the one to do it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like with the way Mariah and Toni have been going back and forth, I think she has the opportunity here to possibly be the one to do it. What do you think?
All right, let me do one of my classic picks. I'm not picking against Toni, so I'm officially picking Toni. But jokes, I think you're absolutely correct. Especially with Mina Shirakawa lurking and her not knowing whose side she's on. That's a factor to throw into it, definitely. And we know her and Mariah used to be tag team partners. They had that relationship before Toni. So I think it's going to be a great match. But yeah, I think with her interference, Mariah May is actually going to take it. Yeah,
But either way, you're still picking Tony, regardless.
Regardless. My point goes to Tony. Not going against Tony. But yeah, I see her finally getting dethroned. Yeah.
I like that. Marcus?
I have really no stakes in this match. Whether Tony retains or Mariah wins makes no difference to me, but I do believe that Tony will retain because I want to see Tony Hater for the belt. So I'll go Tony retains.
I dig it. I'm a little torn. Like I can agree with you, Marcus. I think Tony can be Tony without having the championship.
Yeah.
I think she has built that character, and I love it. And it can live without having the championship. But I do think it's a nice little plus that it's there. I think Mariah May is going to take the victory here, at least to set us up for a rematch, possibly at All Out. Whether it ends up being Tony to win or not, I think this is a good way to set that up. I think Mariah May is going to take this victory. I think, Sin, you hit the nail on the head. That is going to be the deciding factor of this match.
Yep.
And whether it is on purpose or an accident, something, I do think it's just going to end up falling into the favor of Mariah during this match. Yep. Ben, where are you at on the match?
So there's I had originally stated that I thought that I wanted to say that I was going to put Marcus and Sin's answers in a cocktail shaker and kind of mix them together, because I genuinely believe that we're going to see Mina pick a side.
Yes.
And I think she's going to pick Mariah. But what they're not going to count on is the return of this lass.
That's what.
And who is going to even the odds and keep the belt on Toni Storm, because Tony's the one that took it off of Jamie, and Jamie is going to have the opinion of no one's going to beat you but me. And there is no way that they are not going to have Jamie on this card, because they are not coming back to London for 2 years, and she missed last year. Even if it's just to do a run-in and hit Mina with a chair, right? Just to have her music play, have the pop. If they miss out on that opportunity, they fucked up.
It's like plain and simple.
Yeah.
The maths need a maths.
I dig that. You're 100%. Since we already know All In's not going to be in London next year, it's coming to the great old state of Texas. So,
I mean, we can all agree that All In's their WrestleMania now, right?
I believe so.
Absolutely.
As much as they haven't solidified it, but as being the big stadium show and doing it, I believe All In is probably what they're looking at banking. At least until if they finally decide to pull the trigger on something else, All In is definitely their big show of the year. Yeah. Doesn't feel like that grand reset, I would guess you could say, kind of, because it's like once you get to WrestleMania, things sort of do a little bit of a reset. I don't think All In has done that.
Once they solidify it themselves, then it'll be something.
Yeah, because right now, All Out is their big card of the year, right? And I think they need to realize that their stadium show needs to be the big card.
Big card, 100%.
Because this card ain't it. I'm sorry.
Got it. There's a couple, but I'm gonna be honest with you, just like you said. So you're Ben. So for you right now with picking side, you think it's going to be Tony.
Tony with Jamie Hayter showing up.
I like all
something.
this. I like all this Tony votes. I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
All right, we're gonna go on to the next one. Gentlemen, the next one. I hate to say it. Well, no, I don't. It's probably going to be the bathroom break.
FTR.
Not quite. I know for you that
ain't a bathroom break for me.
Oh, really? Hold up. Let's see what he says when I put it up on screen. That match is for the FTW Championship between Chris Jericho and Hook.
No. See, this is when I go downstairs and reheat my food and get my snacks and all that kind of stuff together. It's
a snack bite match.
Yeah, exactly. This is my snack bite match. Yeah, this ain't the bathroom break match. It's a snack bite match.
Ben got some. What you got, Ben?
I don't think they're going to do this so early in the card.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like, purely why? Because it won't be dark yet. And they're going to do something stupid with flashing a hook signal into the sky.
They do the
Hey, you know what? He is absolutely right. He is absolutely, because you can't
instead of projecting it on the thing.
You're forgetting this is Tony Khan that we're talking about. This is not WWE.
Point number one.
Hey, listen. We had a good conversation with someone while we was also when we were at the Risu after our panel. Lady and I believe it was her husband.
Her brother.
We were her brother.
Yeah, she was with her husband, but her brother was the one that was talking about.
Got it. Yeah. And we came to the same point where we started talking about the pillars. And she's like, "Yeah, that dude Tony Khan just need to sit down and just stop talking." We was like,
"She said that's what her brother always says." And we looked at each other, and started laughing. He was like, "That's pillar number one."
That was a good old laugh.
Yeah.
Let's just run around this one real quick because, like, I'm not. Marcus, where are you at on this match?
I don't really care. Like, you can toss this up to any one of the two. I really don't care who wins this match.
Take a pick, regardless. Flip a coin. It doesn't matter.
I don't care. Flip a coin.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter who wins, flip a coin. Because we still need to cast our votes for.
Call in the air. Know. Call in the air. Call in the air. That'll be my pick.
Why are we calling it your pick?
Heads.
Heads.
He lost it.
It's heads. It's heads.
So who's the pick?
It's gonna be Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Sim, where are you at?
Hook.
Ben?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody.
I would place a bet that is not the last time we see that sign.
Oh no! Oh no! That sign. Listen, that page is not getting ripped out. That page is gonna stay there. That is not going anywhere. I'm going Hook as well too.
Hook. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm going Hook. Just for the give it back to him, but I'm just like,
yeah, give him back the belt.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
The belt doesn't mean anything. Like,
listen,
give it back to Hook.
I like Chris Jericho. I hate this whole learning tree thing.
Hi guys.
I can't.
Bro, the Hi Guys is the best. The Hi Guys is the best. That moment sends me every time. Hi Guys with the wave, bruh.
The single best thing to come out of the learning tree gimmick was a random TikTok or Instagram video that Big Bill made, where he was driving down a road that was full of goats, and he leaned out of his truck and went, "Do any of y'all know Chris Jericho?" He's the actual goat. That was the best thing to come out of it.
Well, other than that, yeah.
They wrote off Samoa Joe by driving him through drywall. I can walk through drywall. And I've only got one good leg.
I just want to say point number one.
Oh God. All right, cool. We're good with picks on that side.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go. We're gonna keep it moving. So the next match, I told you guys I was gonna give you a little bit of warning once again. This is that match that we're gonna give you fair warning. So this is the 4-way trios tag team championship match. So spoiler, if you guys have not seen Rampage, or if you have not seen the spoilers already, because it's across seas. So here in the States, we're getting all those things because it's happened already.
Again,
this is your quick warning for you to be able to either fast forward or go watch it and then come back and resume here. But that's been your warning.
I'll put down my sign when we're not talking about it anymore.
So the first three teams we've already known for a good little while now. Yeah, so that way it'll stay up there. Patriarchy, Bang Bang Gang, the House of Black, and then now we do know that final team that is going to be competing is going to be the team of Pat, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. So
can we just call them not Death Triangle?
Not Death Triangle. Like
Death Triangle are going to WWE.
That triangle's done. 2/3 of that triangle's gone. we have a straight an angled line. That's what it is now. It's an angled line.
That be part of the Blackpool Combat Club.
I wouldn't complain.
On that, so I'll say this first.
It would make sense.
Within a Sin, I know you're gonna get a good laugh out of this when I say this.
Okay.
So I do know who's gonna be taking the pin in this match. And that pin is gonna be taken by Wheeler Yuta. I hate to say that, but it's still happening. So Wheeler Yuta's eating the pin.
I'm almost willing to give you an extra point if he takes the pin.
But I truly I want the House of Black to win. I want the House of Black to win. I know it is not going to happen. The Patriarchy are going to end up retaining these championships. Damn it, House of Black. Like I wish y'all could get better and not get better. You guys are solid, but I wish they could. Yeah. You guys could do more.
Better placement.
Better placement.
Yeah.
Ben, where are you at on this match?
House of Black.
Figured.
This is. If I weren't holding this up, I would be holding up a who gives a fuck sign. But legitimately, the only choice is the House of Black. If any of the other three teams win, what even's the fucking point?
I feel you. House of Black has just gotten shafted out of everything that they have tried to compete for. I want them to win this so bad, but I just feel it in my blood. It ain't gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Marcus, where are you at?
Well, I'm not picking Bullet Club Gold. I can tell you that. So, I guess the house always wins.
Do they?
When's Julia due back?
I don't know, but
I don't know. I feel like she's been gone. I feel like it's actually legitimately been a while.
It has been, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we should be seeing her sometime soon, though. Sin, where are you at?
He's wearing the House of Black merch. What are you talking about? He's wearing a Julia shirt. Like, he's already spoken for.
Listen, he could wear it and he could rap it, but there could be a logical choice that
Sin, all feelings, no facts. Who is your pick in this match?
House of Black, baby.
Okay. Then.
House of Black. I do agree with Joe's take that the Patriarchy will do some BS and retain the titles like they like to do. So I do see that, but I'm pulling for House of Black all day. House of Black.
I really want a spot in this match where it's just Luchasaurus and Brody King slapping the crap out of each other.
Ooh.
Two big meaty men slapping
me.
All right, can we move on so we'll put this down now?
Yes, sir. We are moving on, so you can put your sign down. And now we're going on to our next match. Nothing else in here is a spoiler because we've been known about it for some time now. But our next match is probably one of the matches that I am looking forward to the most on the card for it. And that is going to be for the AEW American Championship between MJF and Will Ospreay. Damn it, I really listen. I feel like Will should be going for the AEW Championship while we're back here, but that didn't line the proper way, so we're going to go with this. So whatever, it's a championship opportunity.
I respect it. He said he wanted Swerve to keep it. You know, I respect it. So
I'm good with it. So tonight during Dynamite, obviously MJF and Ospreay had their moment. Come out and talk to each other. We already know how that pretty much ended up for it. After Will Ospreay went to the back, he was confronted by Bryan Danielson, who pretty much gave this dude like, listen, use that goddamn Tiger Driver in this dude. He pretty much just like, listen, it's good, use it. So hopefully he will take that advice and do it. My money is on Will Ospreay for this match. I just do not see this dude walking in here. Well, it's MJF. Nothing in this match is going to be clean. So I expect possibly a fluke ending to happen. But Will Ospreay should walk out of this as American champion, and I guess maybe he's going to end up rebranding it to the UK. I feel like this is going to be the rebranding belt. Now I don't know.
He'll turn it to the international championship.
Just take it back. Listen, I'm laughing and enjoying what MJF is doing with the whole entire thing, but just you can take it and flip it back to it. Ben, where are you at on this match?
I'm gonna hot take at this point.
Go for it.
This is literally the only match on this card I actually care about.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else to me is just like, oh, that'll be a cool match, but I don't really care. Right? This is the only match I actually care about. And dare I say, it's only really because Will's in it.
Hey, listen, I have no complaints.
MJF has done a very good job over the last week or so on YouTube of making himself a villain to the English. Such as when it was brought up saying things like there was no civil war in America, and that's a spurious English lie. Various other things. I'm always gonna bet on Will. I still think they missed the trick in not putting him in the world title, as you said. But yeah, Will Ospreay.
100%. Sin?
This match is gonna be a fucking banger. It is what it is. This is gonna be, that first one they had was, you could argue that it was a classic. So I expect nothing less than that this time around. And y'all know I love MJF and I love Ospreay. But I felt like tonight they pushed Ospreay above for me because MJF was talking about all feelings and no facts, and they was labeling Ospreay as the one with all feelings and no facts. I was like, well, okay, apparently me and Ospreay are in this together with this one, so I got to pull for Ospreay between my two guys. Like, I was going to go with him outside of that regardless. Just come on, it's home. Like, I see what you're doing, MJF. You're the whole USA thing now. Like, you're being this major heel with him to build up. And he's doing a great job, like Ben was saying, of building up that heat to build up the match and everything. But yeah, Ospreay should absolutely win this, turn it back to the international title, and, we just go from there. Yeah. So, Ospreay.
Dig it. Marcus?
I'm going to go Ospreay. For the possible give in to the whole callus effect that may end up being the determining factor. So yeah, I'll just go Ospreay and see what happens.
I dig it. It's the determining factor is definitely going to be Tiger Driver. It's just whether he's going to hit it or if he is going to, cower at the opportunity to actually use it.
That's going to be the deciding factor. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's whether he tries to pull the trigger or not. He decides to. Because MJF will do it.
It just struck me. AEW have 3 mid-card belts on the men's side. 2 of which are held by people that should be contesting for world titles.
I will agree with that.
And people are like, oh, AEW has a fine mid-card. Go on. I don't get it.
All right, listen, we're all in agreement that,
I mean, but even the other even TNA has multiple mid-card belts.
Yeah, but they're also held by people that should be holding mid-card belts.
Right.
I don't know, because even AJ wore a mid-card belt, and he's not a mid-carder.
But at the time, he was.
Debatable.
No.
Nah, definitely during that time that he was holding those belts.
When he was holding the X Division title, he was not a mid-card. He was not a main event.
He was on the up and up. By all means, he was going in the right direction, but he was in that right spot during that time. So, yeah.
Look at it right now, right? In TNA, your digital media champion is, I think it's AJ Francis, isn't it?
Yep. Did he? No, I think he dropped it. He just the last pair. I forget who it was that he fought. I think he dropped it. I'm pretty sure he did. That honestly, and AJ still doesn't even need it. AJ Francis.
Yeah, AJ Francis
does not.
And then you've got Speedball is X Division champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't see a problem with. You've got PCO as your digital media championship. He's not main event worthy, and you've got Mike Bailey as your X Division champion, which arguably I wouldn't even call the X Division a mid card title. It would be as closer to like a weight restriction title at this point, but it's not even that, because X Division is more about a style of wrestling than it's closer to like a pure championship. But it is technically a mid card, I would guess. But like with Nick Nemeth, the ex Dolph Ziggler is your main event with like Moose and Joe Henry and all that circling around him, and Josh Alexander. Yeah, I would say of the two secondary companies, TNA's title structure makes more sense.
I agree with that. So we're all in agreement here. Will Ospreay taking the victory at all in. If it doesn't happen,
I'm not gonna lie. I won't bemoan MJF winning, but
hey, listen, all I know is the heat that those booze things he gonna get if he win that match. It's gonna be.
Hey, what we're feeling is, do we see an Adam Cole interruption?
I don't think so yet, because technically he's not 100% cleared still. Like, I know he's in a better spot, but he's still not 100% there. So I don't think we'll see that yet. Yeah. They definitely they tied that bow when they both showed up together, and they had that little in passing when MJF kicked him in the gonads.
No, I don't think they did. And I think that's the problem. I think they tied a bow under it, but they absolutely fucking didn't.
Or maybe a not so tight bow. Maybe that'll be a way to say it. It's going to just easily.
They just kicked the can down the street a bit.
They just put pause on it for that.
Definitely put pause on it until he gets 100% clear for it. So I don't think we'll see Adam Cole. It'd be a nice little surprise, but I don't think we'll see that for him. Cool. So let's go ahead on to the next match now. Sin. This is what you would now.
Oh, this the bathroom break.
This is probably gonna be your bathroom break here. Okay. But it's gonna be for the AEW World Tag Team Championship between the Young Bucks, FTR, and the Acclaim. I'm not like cool this match is happening, but by all means, I'm not 100% bought into this.
They had to jump through so many bloody hoops to get this match to get together, didn't they? They were like, "Wait, what do you mean we've been pushing the Acclaim for months? We've been pushing the Acclaim for months, but we want to do FTR against Young Bucks at Wembley? Fuck. How do we fix it? Dusty finish."
Yeah, so like I'm not cool. This match is happening. I'm going. Listen. I already know what Marcus's pick is here, and I'm 100%. I'm agreeing with Marcus that the Bucks are going to end up retaining in this match. Whether it is by actually them getting the victory, or for some reason, whatever, they end up losing and then restarting the match because they lost the belts to get it back. I already know this match is going to have a fluke ending to it. It's just a matter of what that fluke ending actually is going to be for it. Sin, I know you're going to be taking a run to the bathroom, but you had to throw a pick out there before you ran to the bathroom. What would it be?
He's gonna say the Acclaim.
The Acclaim. I am sick and fucking tired of the Young Bucks and FTR. The whole division revolves around them and that damn belt, and it's annoying and frustrating when you have an entire roster of tag teams to do something with. My understanding is that the Elite and the Young Bucks and FTR are two like top tier all time tag teams. They don't need belts to be, headliners or anything. You can put them in credible storylines. Number 4, if you write them, you know what I mean, to have great anticipating matches with them. They don't have to always go for the belts. They're credited like that. So give it to someone else, please. And I know Acclaim has had it before, but I'm so sick of it all revolving around these two tag teams. So I'm pulling for the Acclaim.
Understand? Ben, where you at? Another one wrote the books right there.
Genuinely, everything Sin just said. Literally everything Sin just said. This whole Young Bucks EVP storyline might be the worst storyline in the history of AEW. It's legitimately one of the dumbest storylines I've ever seen. They don't. Number one, this is the first time that they're defending the tag title since they won them.
Got it.
By the way. Number 2, the whole EVPs making decisions thing. That's not how it works. Okay? If Tony Khan was still out, sure, fine, right? Which is why he appointed Christopher Daniels. But Tony Khan is physically back. He's been on the show. A, why is Christopher Daniels still employed? And B, how has he not just taken the reins back from the Young Bucks? This is the dumbest shit. He just needs to rock out in the middle of one of their promos and just be like, no! And if they try to start some shit, you send the entire locker room to kill them.
Oh man, hey, listen, you're on point. Like, I don't know.
Don't like conflict. Number 5.
I don't know what we're gonna get the meat out of this.
This is all 4 of them.
This is all 4 points.
This is all 4 of them.
Like, the only thing right now,
dumbest story, and the fact that over the last 3 years, the tag titles have been on 3 teams.
You're smoking. Yes, you're right, Ben.
you're right.
It's
Can we
right.
not, give Top Flight a run with the titles?
Not mad at that.
If they stay healthy.
Well, they've got this whole new gimmick now, right?
They've been fine as of right now.
Yeah.
So I'm
They're
just
not the Undisputed Kingdom. That worked in ROH, didn't it? I don't know. Just a fucking.
Yeah, the only
I'm gonna
story
pick
thing.
2 random people from the crowd that get bored, jump in the ring, and kill all 6 of them. Because it'll make it make about as much sense as the rest of the story.
Put like this, I will say, I do think it has the potential to be a banger of a match because I've seen FTR and Acclaim have been in ring wise cooking 100%. So you throw the Young Bucks in, it's
literally
gonna
the
shake
same old shit.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can see as far as the story piece of this, I still think it's too early for us to see Kenny Omega again. It would have been somehow Kenny potentially coming out and maybe messing it up so the Bucks would lose the belts. But I still think we're still a little ways out before Kenny can probably come back and do anything. Not to say that
Sure.
maybe he doesn't show up on screen and say I'm sending someone there or do something fluke.
I feel
That's-
like in ring we won't see Kenny till sometime in 2025.
No, I can agree with that if he can get the clearance on it. But
Yeah,
story wise, right now, Kenny being a part of that to mess it up for the Bucks would be like the one thing that I could see to potentially be a part of that. But it's just without knowing the certainty of Kenny's return. Like, I mean, if he just shows up, stands at the top of the stage just to get them off guard, fine, whatever. But that at least progresses the internal part of the Elite breakdown, doing whatever for it. But other than that,
I'm
yeah,
picking
like
the Usos. Wait, what?
hey, look, hey, Triple H probably said, hey, listen, hey, y'all, I'm good with y'all going over there and just doing some stupid shit. I don't know.
don't. I'm not gonna dig into it. Not gonna dig
It's
into
not.
it.
We're not gonna
We
dig
gotta get
into
through the prediction show. Yeah, we gotta get through the prediction.
So yeah, so we're good. So Ben, like, do you? I guess, do you even really have a pick or?
The Young Bucks, sure.
Young- Yeah, I feel you.
Stop smirking.
Wait, who's
Stop
up
smirking,
in the
Marcus.
series between the Young Bucks and who's up in the series between the Young Bucks and FTR?
I almost want to say they're even.
Yeah,
I was-
then the Young Bucks.
I almost feel like they're even. Yeah, at this point
I
now.
suspect one of the Acclaimed is taking the pin.
Probably right on that side.
Because then,
Alright.
no matter which one of FTR or the Young Bucks lose, the excuse is why you didn't pin us.
Valid. That's 100% valid. All right, we're getting close to the end. Next match we probably are going to go through relatively quickly. Because there's only 2 matches left on the card, so I guess you guys can imagine what the next
yeah.
matches that's going to pop up on the screen.
Go ahead and throw it up there. Yeah.
And that's going to be the TBS Championship. We're seeing Mercedes Moné and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Can we just say, let's just start with, and then we can. Mercedes coming to AEW has been just an absolute shit show of a thing since the beginning. Like, and just seeing the way she holds herself and does certain things within here, like, it almost just like literally, I would never think that Sasha Banks and Mercedes Moné were the same person. It's literally, it's not even 2 sides of the same coin. It's literally like 2 different coins. I honestly have not enjoyed any pieces of, other than maybe Mercedes showing up initially. That's probably the only thing was like, oh cool, finally she showed up, even though it was should have been done way sooner, but whatever. So I want Britt Baker to take this belt. There's no if, ands, or buts. I need Britt to win. Like that's just plain. I need Britt to win. She's probably not gonna win. I need Britt to win. Because Mercedes thing is stale. And I don't know if Tony's going to end up trying to do, like, there's no repackaging. Like, I don't know what you do at this point. But I feel like Mercedes' debut to AEW has been absolutely, it's fallen flat. And I think with all the money, the pomp, the circumstance that they tried to put behind Mercedes has just been a fail. And this is where you have to go back to the drawing board. I think you gotta look at it and be like, you know what, this ain't working. We gotta do something else. So my pick is Britt Baker on this. Sen, I'm gonna come to you. Where are you at on this? Even though I know you probably won't be in the room when this match comes on, but where are you at when?
Oh no! You have a mistaken. Oh, I will be very attentive in this match. See, Mercedes Moné. This is my first real introduction to her since getting back into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
She had already left WWE, and I would see her in the stands at events and stuff like that, but not really seeing matches and knowing what she was about when she was Sasha Banks. So I have been anticipating the whole time with her returning, so I can get to learn about her. 'Cause I've heard so many things about her. You know what I mean? So, jokes. If they don't take this fucking belt off this woman, she is garbage. Sorry, I don't know the Sasha Banks era, but I don't sorry, no, Ben, I can't stand watching her wrestle right now.
Oh no.
Her
I'm feeling the joy of having converted you.
Her promos are dog shit. Sorry, they just are. Like, there's nothing about her that is entertaining or makes me want to watch. Not one single thing. And it drives me crazy knowing they put all this money behind her and they're walking her all around or whatever like she's the hottest thing ever, and she is terrible every single week. Like I said, I didn't see the Sasha Banks era and see everything, but what this is right now that's presented in front of me, I can't stand it, and I just want anyone to take it off of her. So I'm going for Britt. I'm just going for Britt. I just need it off of her right now. She should not be the face of that belt. She shouldn't be.
I 100% agree. Ben, come to you. Where are you at on this? Even exactly what I was thinking was going to be coming up. Oh, there's another page. Oh God.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay, that's a little too far.
I think Mercedes is going to win. I think Mercedes is going to win.
Money.
Not only are they paying her too much money, they just paired her up with Camille.
That too, yeah.
Valid.
I bring back the true TBS champion. Bring back Julia Hart. I know she's hurt, but bring her back. Give her belt back.
Thank you.
I agree. Like this.
Because all right, so there's a running joke in the WWE, right? That even if she's not on a card, Charlotte Flair will end up winning the belt anyway, right?
I've learned that.
Britt's starting to feel very similar. She just shows up and she's the front of the line and always gets title shots.
Okay.
This is like the second or third time it's happened. Right, she's just gone away for a while, come back, and she's instantly in the title picture. And to me, this match feels a bit like whoever wins, we lose. It's nice to see Britt back, don't get me wrong, and if she worked her way up to this point, I'm in for it. But, I don't know, she's very close to becoming Charlotte Flair.
It should be Mercedes and Willow.
It shouldn't even be Mercedes.
Listen, Mercedes and Willow, I would be cool with.
This match should be Mercedes. This match should be Willow and Chris.
And that would be even better. That would be even better.
But
0 hours.
Outside of that, I'm picking Mercedes just because they put too much money into her. They just paired her up with Camille, and there's bound to be some shenanigans.
No, I 100% agree. I think she's gonna walk away with the win, but I need Britt to deviate that. Marcus, where are you at?
Not for any of the reasons mentioned, but I'm going to pick Britt Baker for I like seeing Britt Baker with gold. So
Plain simple to this. I'm not at this point. I'm just anybody than Mercedes. Like, if somehow if someone could interject, like if there was a money in the briefcase or something, someone could cash in just to get the belt off of her. I am all for it.
The chip.
What if a woman wins the Casino Battle Royale?
Yes,
cash it in. Cash it in immediately in the night.
What if Nyla wins?
I am perfectly fine if Nyla takes the belt off from Mercedes.
I don't have heat with Nyla. I
have no issues with that.
I don't care who does it. Get it off of her right now.
Yeah. And you know they want to get Mercedes into the world title picture.
Oh, 100%. Even more reason why they would get the belt off of Toni Storm. Because I listen, if somehow Mercedes made it to Toni Storm and she beat Toni Storm and took that,
she don't want that smoke with iron. She doesn't
Iron
want that
sharpens
smoke
iron.
with a mic with Tony.
Nah, Tony will murder her in the
Yes.
mic.
That's the
Yo,
reason why I
Burger
would want it, just for the fact of seeing Tony's promos on Mercedes. That's
Oh.
it.
Mercedes will get
That is a suicide
Mercedes
mission.
will get killed worse than Ronda Rousey when she did a Reddit AMA the other day.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. So but right now I'm just think anyone other
Get
than
good or
Mercedes.
die.
Like, listen, I don't know what it is you guys are gonna have. Hey, Tony, I don't know what you're gonna have to do to pull her back and to try to revamp or do what. I don't know what you do. I just know it's not Mercedes. Right now, it is not. It is not Mercedes.
Yeah, not at all.
And
Not at all.
I think you need to realize that before we get further into this,
Mm-hmm.
before this becomes some other type of damage that happens. Because right now, it's not Mercedes. It's not. All right, through that match. So that being said, we move on to the final match of the card. And of course, it will be for the AEW World Championship. The final countdown, title versus career versus Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson. First thing, this match should be pretty good.
Banger.
This match should be pretty damn good.
Sheamus would like to sue you for gimmick infringement.
Yes, listen.
No, it's banger after banger after banger. I said one banger.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just one banger, then you're good. It's like Beetlejuice. Just don't say it 3 times and you're good.
You say beggar 2 times, you something Sheamus.
You're
And I actually looked over my shoulder real quick because you can't see white. Go blend into the background.
But definitely this match has all the potentials of being damn near close to being one of the matches of the night.
Yeah, I think this and the MJF and Ospreay one, as far as in the ring stuff, I think those are going to be the top 2 ones of the night.
Mm-hmm. And we very much could be seeing Bryan Danielson wrapping up. Like, we know currently right now his contract is up and he is just kind of just working through, finalizing, getting through this match. Like there's a part of me that absolutely wants to see Bryan win this match. Win the championship. Listen, AEW is no stranger to then end up holding a tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. So it is what it is. If Bryan wins it and he decides to go ahead and retire afterwards, we'll just end up going into the championship bracket to get the belt back on somebody. At the same time, Swerve has been on fire, and I kind of don't want to see him lose the championship. I like being in these type of predicaments and it's been a long time since we've actually seen like probably a legitimate title for career match. I really think it's been a very long time since we've actually seen one of these. I could be way wrong, but I really feel like the last time we're like talking like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Triple H during that time frame where I really think we saw like a title versus career match, at least on the main shows. I know some indie promotion things do it as well too, but I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen on the main one. I am excited for this match. I don't want to see Bryan go off into the sunset, but at the same time, like, I feel like my man got his second opportunity, came to play, did well. You know, he did get hurt a couple times. I take it back.
Yeah,
A couple times. Yeah, I had to take that back for a second. I had to walk that one back. But I feel like he still came back each time stronger, and he was put in the middle of things that were actually relevant. It didn't seem like he just got oh, you back? Okay, we're just gonna throw you in over here and just let you do your thing. And then being with the Blackpool Combat Club, I think was a solid addition as well too. But let's go around the room. Marcus, where are you at on this match?
I'm going Bryan Danielson with a Hangman chip cash in.
Ooh, you went the next step. That's a good way to Damn, I didn't. You know, I didn't.
Damn
even
you,
think
Marcus, with that one.
I didn't even.
Damn
You know
that's
what?
A good one.
I didn't even think about that. I keep forgetting the casino. Shit. Yeah, that Marcus, you may have just hit the nail on the head with that one. Because that would be a smooth transition, and then Tony's like, "Yeah, I don't have to do a tournament bracket to get us back to that place for it." But I think you may be on to something.
It touches on what Sin wants: another Hangman versus Swerve.
We need
rematch clause
3. Yeah.
So
save that for All Out. That'll be the. I like the sound of that. Ben, where you at?
Torn. I'm all out of place. This is how I feel. I've just realized none of you know who Natalie Imbruglia is. All right. Yeah, I'm torn on this one. If Swerve loses here, I'm gonna be mad because they could have just delayed Ospreay Swerve a month and done it here instead of basically compromising everything they worked for with Ospreay up to this point, which was the whole best wrestler in the world thing, right? But I will also be sad if Bryan loses without having held a title in AEW, right? Which is, I'm gonna go with Swerve, but I do expect some poker chip shenanigans. All right, let me say, I think holding the casino battle royale at anything other than Double or Nothing is real stupid, because it's basically the only thing that connects it to a casino anyway. It's basically their version of Money in the Bank, right? Yeah, not fuck it. I'll say Bryan Danielson.
Dig it. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that as well too.
So I will never underestimate the hate that Hangman has for Swerve.
Oh. Hey, listen. Even if we end up getting that match and it's not for the championship, it's still gonna fucking.
Those two.
I mean, to be fair, Hangman could win the chip, cash in the chip mid-match, pin Swerve. Bryan Danielson didn't lose. We get one more match with Bryan Danielson
and Hangman.
Possible. That is a possibility. I'm going with Bryan. Like Ben said, I would be highly upset to see him go out without holding at least one championship in AEW. Obviously, the couple injuries definitely derailed some opportunities, some stories that we knew that were in play for him. But I think this would be that well send off. If truly this is going to be the final ride for Bryan Danielson, whether he wins it and then Dynamite comes along and he decides to relinquish it, and so he can just go ahead and retire, or maybe he does give us that one or two more matches, whether it is a rematch, or some other storyline that comes along that we can interject between now and All Out. I would like to see how they'll play that.
Don't think Bryan is going to relinquish that belt.
Don't think so?
One or two things is going to happen. You're either going to have to kill him.
Said that.
Or, like, he's the kind of veteran that will want to go out on his back making someone. Right? He will want to elevate someone to his position. So I don't think he's just relinquishing the title. I think what will happen is he'll win the title, and then he'll have that whole Ric Flair thing that is like, when I lose the title, I'm done. But I don't know. I'm not sure who it would be or whatever.
I'm not mad at that either. If by chance Ospreay doesn't win, like, I still feel like it's a miss that he is not in the world championship picture right now. Like, Bryan and Ospreay again could be a pretty interesting feat for, especially if Ospreay could pull that victory. But
hear me out. Danielson wins,
mm-hmm.
and he holds the belt until Forbidden Door next year. And then Zack Sabre Jr. beats Naito and holds the title until Forbidden Door next year. And then we have Zack Sabre Jr., Bryan Danielson 3. And that's where he goes out. I would like that very
Been
much,
cooking.
please.
That would be a nice. The fact that Zack is deciding to cash in his G1 victory way early. So typically, Sin, I know for New Japan, the G1 Climax is their big summer tournament. The winner gets the opportunity to normally challenge at Wrestle Kingdom for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Zack
It's
Sabre
what
Jr.
the Continental Classic was based on.
Okay.
It's why it's called the C3.
Mm-hmm. So Zack Sabre won, but he's electing to cash his win in October against Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So he could most certainly win it a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard
because he wants to walk into the New Japan English show, Royal Quest, as champion.
Okay.
So Forbidden Door could be a little bit. It would be nice to see it go that long, especially if Bryan can pull it out. I feel like they would have to probably pull that trigger at Wrestle Kingdom, or what is the second day? It's not Wrestle Kingdom. It's not Wrestle Dynasty. It's Wrestle
Dream.
No, it's not Wrestle Dream. It's something.
It's
Wrestle
Dream.
Dynasty. Wrestle Dynasty.
I swear it's Wrestle Dream because it's the AEW show, isn't it?
No, not the AEW one. It's another joint one. It's another Forbidden Door type one where they're gonna have
Wrestle
like.
It's Wrestle
That's
Dream.
what Wrestle Dream is.
That's what it was called last year.
Last year was the first time they did it.
But I think the one after.
Oaks is gonna Google it now.
Yeah. No, Wrestle Dynasty. So what they did was Wrestle Kingdom had been 2 nights. So night 1 is just going to be Wrestle Kingdom, and night 2 is Wrestle Dynasty, where they're going to have stars from different promotions being able to come and do. It's New Japan's Forbidden Door, essentially.
That's so stupid.
Okay.
I could see maybe them getting. I feel like we would get to that well before we would let them both get the Forbidden Door. And if that happens, Zack Saber's going to end up winning, which would be pretty crazy. But I like where we're going with this. Like we want to see Bryan win, and we got plans to at least keep him around for a little bit longer. But we'll see. Sin, I'm gonna come to you. I'll make sure we don't skip over top of you. But I know you've seen some cooking going on. Where are you at for this match?
Just like you all, this is a difficult one to call. Because yes, you want to see Danielson go out on a high, but you also don't want to see Swerve lose, which makes this really tricky. And I didn't learn until we were just talking about this chip thing when Marcus said it.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that that's in place now, and what even Ben said, I completely agree with. First thing came to my mind is, why is a casino chip involved in this? That sounds like a double or nothing thing. That's what I was thinking in my head, and Ben brought it up. So since it seems so out of place, I'm more inclined to go with Marcus's theory that Hangman wins it, cashes it in on Swerve, and he loses. I'm gonna be the odd man out and go with Swerve. I don't have a reason besides my heart, honestly. Like, I don't know.
Hey, listen,
it's
like, I would want Danielson to hold the championship until Forbidden Door, but I feel by that time we have a healthy Adam Cole. We got to get this MJF Adam Cole storyline back on track.
Does not need the title.
But you don't need the title. Why would you need the two of them? They'll be perfectly fine with
but the whole premise of him screwing MJF was because of the title.
I get it, but their feud, they can be fine without it. If you're gonna do something, they can. Shit, the TNT Championship for all I really care.
No,
I don't
it
see
needs
them
to be the- No, it
If it's
needs
gonna
to be the AEW
yeah.
championship.
If that's gonna be, if the a championship is gonna be involved, yeah, it's got to be the heavyweight one. Has to be.
They can.
Has
They
to
I
be
can
the main.
I just did a bit of checking, right? And I went all the way back to Full Gear 2023, which is like basically a year ago, right?
Mhm.
In fact, let me go all the way back to All Out, effectively. Yeah. There hasn't been a pay-per-view in the last 12 months, basically, that AEW hasn't had two people wrestling each other where neither of them should lose.
The only other fluke thing, that can happen now. I'm sure this match is going to have a 60-minute time limit.
Mhm.
The only other thing that I can see happen is the two of them go the whole 60 minutes.
They do that so much, though.
I know they do it a lot, which is part of them. Like they just did the 20-minute one on Dynamite.
Yep.
But that would be the other thing that I could potentially see is the two of them actually just go the whole length of the match. Now that would be the time I would expect them to come out and Tony to give them like an extra 5 minutes to try to get an actual winner out of this, just to not leave it at that. But end of the day, this match is going to be good, but regardless of which one of them wins, it's still like
Yeah.
it's just like a damn moment. Like Ben said, neither one of the
Bittersweet
two of these guys should be losing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, into this, one of the two of them is going to have to take the L.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if Brian takes the L, it's like we know how wrestling can be sometimes. But technically, this would be the last time that we actually see Brian, with the career being over.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve loses the championship. He's got plenty of opportunities. That's the only kind of consolation to it, is that my man will have more opportunities to go after the championship. Brian won't. And that's why I would like to see him get this victory. Give us one small run. Even, like I said, even if it gets us through the end of the year, into the new year, and we see a shift then. But one way or the other, the fans win. Because we're gonna get this match is gonna be great.
Yes.
But that's the end. But we're all gonna end up being sad. We're gonna cheer, and then it's just gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be mad who wins as long as there's a plan in place. But
I can agree with that.
point one.
Back to point one. But we shall see. But I think we're in agreement that if Hangman wins, the chip is gonna. That's where the foolishness is gonna come into play at.
I think it's. Sorry, go ahead, Sin.
I said no. Just keep an eye on the casino match and just see who wins. If if Hangman wins, all right, we know what to expect in the main event. If he doesn't win, okay then let's see how it plays out.
I will say
Edmund?
that it's a much weaker card than last year.
Oh yeah, I agree
in my
with that.
opinion.
I think there's still some decent matches on the card, regardless of how you feel about some of the teams. The matches should be good, but definitely from last year, first time doing Wembley Stadium, I think it's not as strong as a card as what it was the first time through. So we shall see. I'm expecting a couple of surprises. Jamie Hayter would be the nice surprise to see show up.
Even if she's not involved in a match, it would be nice to have her there.
Just to have her there, that would be a nice sight to see. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll be pleasantly surprised by the end of All In. I don't want us to come back and just say, you know what, we were all 100% correct by every single way we went, but it is what it is. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Not on my end. I'm just looking forward to Sunday.
I'd like to applaud Tony for limiting this card to 10 matches rather than the usual 27 that he gives us.
Hey, remember, we still got to get through Rampage, and we still got to get through Collision. So, right now, all the matches on the card, listen, all the matches on the card right now make sense. Mm-hmm. And then when you decide that you want to throw random, like, listen, I'm telling you, Saturday, 0 hours having 4 matches. I don't know what 4 it's going to be. It's going to have 4 matches. Probably including Jeff Jarrett in there somewhere. And crew.
I wouldn't be
better
surprised.
Include Jeff Jarrett. Better include Jeff Jarrett.
But there's at least, we could only see 2, especially, well, if they added the extra hour on the -0 hour, it could be because the casino, the battle match is going to end up being a little bit long, probably. But
yeah,
whatever. But I do expect something else is going to get added by the time we get to Saturday. And
what if we see an appearance from the new AAA Tag Team Champion, Satnam singing Jinder Mahal?
Raj, listen.
Nah, we're good.
Hey, don't you be down the modern day Maharaja.
Look, man, I'm not here to hinder Jinder, but
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Listen, the only thing I'm gonna say, I don't want to open up another can of worms, but I was this close to thinking that the mystery tag team was going to end up being the Hurt Syndicate, possibly. I was this close because they're not on
tag team being that though.
We're looking. It would either be Bobby and MVP, or potentially Bobby and Shelton. Technically, I don't know about Shelton. I feel like his time is past with having the non-compete clause, but Bobby and MVP's contracts just ran out. So they don't have the stipulation of having to wait. They literally could just jump right in. And MVP and them have already coined the Hurt Syndicate. So I expect somewhere along the lines of AEW, wherever it may be, to show up. But I was thinking we were going to go there, but we ended up not going there. But gentlemen, that has been another prediction show here. Let us know what you guys think about our predictions for AEW All In. I expect the majority of this card is going to be pretty good. Obviously, there are some matches that honestly you could have just left off the card and been perfectly fine. And you could have gave a little bit of extra time to some of these other matches. But it is what it is. And hopefully we don't get like another 5 matches added fully to the card. But we shall see by the time Saturday when it comes. I think we are good to wrap it up. Yeah, I think we're good to go ahead and wrap it up. This has been your prediction show for AEW All In. Come on over. Please let us know what you think. We're gonna be watching. Oh, I hate to say this. I'm not gonna be watching live. I'm not gonna be home. I know it hurts my soul. I have to do that adulting thing.
Gotcha.
Life gets in the way.
I hate it.
Me and the Undisputed Villain can hold it down.
I know you guys can. It just hurts my soul, but trust, when I'm not doing the adulting thing, there's going to be a phone that's just literally
acting
right
like
here.
I'm not be around either.
And at least be in the Discord chatting with us if you can.
I'll be there.
Hey, there we go.
But we will see you guys on AEW All In Sunday. But until then, for the homie Ben, for the homie Marcus, for the homie Sin, this is your boy Jokes. We will catch you on the next episode. But until then, we'll catch you later.
Ta-ta for now.
Loading snacks. Ow, ow.